Oh, this is hardware, man. S-B-A-A-B-O. Got the Latin American camera.
They got some trainers say, and some fighters say, well, I don't watch videos of the guy I'm fighting. I let the coach watch it. Hey, man.
Guys, one thing we know for sure about Wilder, he hit you clean. Right. And this woman whooped the whole world twice. The whole world.
What's going on? Good morning. It is another wonderful Saturday. I think it's the first time we started before 9.
Yeah, man.
Good deal. Well, YouTube, Facebook. It's another episode of Soapbox and Podcast. It's your boy Fresh along with the Grand Poobah of.
That's the Grand Poobah of pugilism.
Who's our special guest today, Coach?
We got my man Samuel Arnold. He's out of St. Louis, out of Dallas by way of St. Louis. I said that right?
Yes, sir.
154 pounds?
Yep.
Well, welcome to the show, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Several-time national champion. How many fights you got right now as a professional?
2. Having my third one this month on the 25th in New York.
Oh, okay.
You know your opponent yet?
I'm not sure, but I think I got the same opponent that I was gonna fight when I was supposed to fight in Dallas on the 20th, but I'm gonna go check today.
Nice. Well, that's what's up.
We
got a lot of boxing to talk about, man. We got the Olympics. We got a lot of news in the Olympics. A lot of friends of the show doing well. We talk about Canelo. We got to talk about Spence and Pac. We got a lot to talk about, man. What we're gonna start off on?
Man, I don't know, man. Keyshawn in the fight
All right.
today, huh? It's gonna be the gold medal fight today.
It's today.
I should know this. Yeah, I think today like prime time or something, man. Look up the schedule, man.
Let me check it out real quick.
154 pounds, Sam. You in a hell of a division, man.
Yes, sir.
I always say that's the deepest division in the game right now, man. And I mean that because I think all the top dogs are so evenly matched, man. It's the title wouldn't be exchanging hands so much if it wasn't like that, you know?
Yeah, it's one of them divisions where it's a lot of good dudes, but they just don't have like the big names, so they ain't gonna get the notoriety of like the 147 or something like that. But it's definitely a real dangerous division.
Well, I think 154 has always been pretty dominant. 147 is really what's been hot these last couple of years. What do you think?
Yeah. I think 154 is more dangerous for real to me.
Welterweight been a glamour division since it existed, man. Since Ray Robinson was a welterweight, but this 154 pounds, I think, since the 80s, I guess I realized they had that division, but it's so evenly contested right now that it's really just a failure on a promoter's part that those guys ain't household names because. Anybody who watches boxing for the pure spectacle of it, or if you're an insider, man, that's what you want. You want a division where the top 10 could beat anybody in the top 10 could beat the other guy. Yeah. All their weaknesses and strengths is opposing each other, man. So it's no reason that those guys shouldn't be just as big as anybody in boxing, man. And they fighting each other, so even more reason that it should be more household names at 54, man. That's just crazy to me because like even that Castano kid, man, look what he just did, man. That shit is bananas, bro. He we all should know who that guy is and what is, Cause he just leapfrogged in my eyes. He just leapfrogged everybody. Cause I didn't have him over none of them. I didn't have him over Tony, J-Rock, none of them. Because I felt like he just didn't have the wins yet. But the way he came in there and backed Jamel up, man, and won the fight, which was trash decision. Here's the problem with that, man. You took that dude, whether you a Castano, I didn't even know who he was, but you just took that dude's place in history, man. This dude was just won this fight, man, and you just snatched that shit from him, man. I hate to see that, bro. Whether I'm rooting for you or not, man. Whether I'm rooting for you or not, man, you just took that from that boy, man.
Yeah.
That shit was, and no one had him pick. I know, after the fight, everybody, oh, I knew it. Nah, nobody I talked to said Castano was gonna win that fight. Nobody, including myself, because I just wasn't hip on him. I didn't know enough about him. But man, that shit, I hate to see that.
How much that home field advantage play for him? I mean, it wasn't in Houston, but it was right down the street in San Antonio.
You want to say that that's what you normally want to say, but here's the problem: the sanctioning bodies pick them judges, man. So it's just I think it's more incompetence, bro, than anything. It's more we have such. How about this? Judges at the end of fights like that, judges should have to go to the fucking podium after the fight, like the fighters do, and answer the fucking questions from the media. Hey, man, the fuck you was looking at, bro? How you had, because that one judge had, even if you thought the fight was close, that's fine. Maybe a round or two difference. But one judge had that Castano kid like winning no rounds, bro. Like a round maybe or some shit like that, man.
Yeah, well, that was a ridiculous score.
Yeah, man, you got to hold these guys accountable, man, because more than likely it's incompetence, bro. They just don't know what the fuck they looking at. But you got to be held accountable. If you don't know what the fuck you're looking at, why are you judging world championship fights? This wasn't no regular ass fight, bro. This was the undisputed 154-pound division fight, man. First time ever, I think, where they was including the WBO four belts, and you don't know what the fuck you looking at, man. That's ridiculous, bro. That shit is ridiculous, man. And I hate to jump on and pull the shit on, give boxing a black eye, but there's no excuses when it comes to the judges, man.
That's boxing. We've been dealing with that since the beginning of the sport.
That's just ridiculous.
Keyshawn fights tomorrow at noon. That's going to be good. And then I like that. Sugar Ray was giving out props to Duke.
I seen that. I seen that this morning.
He looks like he's high on the kid, and it's got to be a huge confidence boost for him as well. To know that one of the living legends is giving him a shout out and giving him his props.
That Duke is special, man. You familiar with them people, Sam?
Yeah. I've been following the Olympics this year for real. They I think Keyshawn, if he go out there and just execute, because Andy Cruz, he a special fighter too. But it's gonna be hard. It might be hard, but I think Keyshawn should be able to beat him if he just go out there and just put it all on the line.
He done beat Keyshawn 3 times, huh? Every time they fought.
Yeah.
Keyshawn act like he got it on his mind though. He's throwing boys on the ground and he's beating everybody up, man. So I'm rooting for him like a mug. Man, that'd be beautiful to see these boys come back with that gold medal, man. Him and Torres, man, because I remember last year when Richard got clipped. Man, everybody putting that fucking highlight out there, man. And you know how it is, man, with this public shit, man. If a kid loses, bro, they just pour it down their throat and shit. And I thought to myself, because I know the kid and I know how good he was, man. I said, man, I hope he don't let this get to him, because, man, fuck them people, man. Come on. And look at him. He's tearing through there, bro. What a hell of a way to bounce back from highlight real stoppage. Now he's going to fight for the gold medal, bro, at heavyweight in the Olympics, man. I know he's proud. I'm sure his dad's proud, his teammates proud, everybody's proud, bro. Yeah. Keyshawn had a hell of a schedule too, man. He ain't been whipping bombs, bro. Like these guys were favorites, and he's beating them up, man. I like that, bro. Yeah. I'm high on Duke, though. I think Duke is a special fighter, man. I wanted to see him get that gold too, but hell, Brian, anything in the Olympics, man, is something special, man.
Definitely.
Cuba's been the one that been getting all them goddamn gold medals over there. They have three. They have 3 golds and a bronze. We got
What y'all think about that,
1
man?
bronze and 1 silver so far.
What you think about them Cubans, Sam?
Yeah, they slick. They special. They definitely real dominant in the amateurs.
Why you think that is?
That Cuban boxing school, when we train them from when they a little kid all the way into
they ain't got nothing to do but fight.
Nothing to do but fight. They just learn style with a good rhythm, slick boxing skills, good head movement. It worked great in the amateurs.
Yeah, that's about it though.
Yeah.
They very seldom translate.
Yeah.
It's what's that guy? What's my guy, man, who's getting paid to lose a bunch now? Tough guy, man. He was a great boxer. He just lost to goddamn, y'all know what I'm talking about. Gamboa.
Oh yeah.
He switched over and got him a title, but they seldom switch over. I think you got Gamboa, and then you got what's my man who trains here? In Houston.
Reagandow.
And is Laura Cuban?
Yeah, Laura Cuban.
Yeah.
So that's 3. That's like they 3 ones that was able to translate. What y'all think about this heavyweight, man? That Eddie Reynoso got. Ain't he a Cuban?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
The big guy who you talking about? The big guy who trained with Canelo?
He was supposed to fight Efe on the Tyson Fury undercard, and then it got canceled.
Oh,
what's his name, man? But he's a big heavyweight. Yeah, he's a Cuban. I think he was Olympic champion or something. But Efe was supposed to fight, and that was gonna be his first huge step up on that Tyson Fury Wilder undercard.
That definitely would have been a good step up for both of them.
Yeah, I was interested in that fight, man. I wanted to see what was gonna happen. Hopefully they still pull it off just in October, but I don't know. You know how cards change, bro. They try to slide them because that was gonna be a heavyweight extravaganza, bro. They had all the young heavyweights on there. Jared Anderson, F.A. They was gonna rematch the Polish kid out of Chicago who lost to Helenas. They was gonna do that one again. They was gonna do, man. It was about 6 or 7 heavyweight fights, man, on that undercard, man. I think they build them Cubans, bro. I think they build them Cubans to win 3-round, 3-minute fights. I think they fight at such a furious pace.
Yeah, to win in that system.
Well, and the thing about it is, it's like when Tiger lost to Cuban, right? So I'm looking at the fight, and I'm seeing no crying over spilled milk. We see the judge. You see how they score the shit, but like I'm looking, I'm like, man, okay, you didn't give Tiger either one of these first rounds, which he could have won both of them. I said, but everybody and their mama know the Cubans don't start no shit to that 3rd round. So their whole key is like they come in there and they move their feet, they throw some combinations a little bit, but they're not trying to engage in 1 and 2. They trying to set a pace that you trying to keep up with. And then by the time in that 3rd round, now they come out fighting. So if you bust your nut in that 1 and 2 in the 3rd round, bro, they come in a fight. So you better have some gas. And it seems like it's not no. They don't hide their shit. That's what they do. 1 and 2. If they get 1 or 2, they fine because they coming hard in that 3rd round. They coming hard for the 3rd round. So, man, when it seemed like every fight, bro, they ain't giving they might give us one of the rounds, but in that 3rd round with the Cubans, man, they train for that shit, man. They train to go balls to the wall in the 3rd round. So we got to know that as a team, we got to know that instead of what it seems like to me is we try to fight like them rather than to disrupt them. Like we fight to do the same shit. Man, you carbon copy ain't gonna never be as good as the original, man. Go out there and whoop that boy, man. But seemed like Troy did that shit to me. Seemed like he went forward and was punching the shit out of his guys, and they took that from him too. It's frustrating, man, the Olympics, man. It's frustrating for me anyway. Maybe I just don't know enough. I don't know. But that should be getting me, man. But them Cubans, them Cubans got that system down pack, and it's like they trained just for that. We're gonna come in here, we're gonna split the first two, right? Unless their rhythm gives you problems in both of them, but we're gonna split them first two and come hard in the third. So if you ain't got no gas left, they just gonna seal the deal, man.
That's that international boxing.
Yeah, man.
So you got your fight coming up in November, huh?
August.
Oh, August.
September.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
I was
I do
looking at
got
your
a
box
fight in
rep.
November coming up still though.
Okay, that's what I was looking at, and that's in Dallas. So you got 3 fights coming up, huh?
Yeah, probably. I'm 2-0. I'll probably be 6-0 or 5-0 by the time the year over.
And how's camp coming along?
Good, train hard. I had just went to Atlanta for my sister's birthday, so I took a few days off because I was supposed to fight on August. Thank you. I was supposed to fight like a week earlier than what I'm fighting now, so I just took about a few days off because I've been training so hard. But now I'm back in Dallas, training hard, feeling good.
How's your sparring coming along?
Good. I've been sparring super good. Super good compared to my other camps. And this year in general, I'm really starting to get back in my groove. I learned some new tricks, and trying some new things. It's been going good though, like really.
Man, you're 18 years old, huh? When was the first time you put on some gloves?
I'm from St. Louis, so boxing is in my DNA, and I'm from a boxing family, so I was putting gloves my whole life. But the first time I had a real boxing match, I was 10 years old.
10.
Yes, sir.
I said the other day we was at the gym, and I said something about how Missouri came up. I can't remember, but I said, yeah, man, fucking kids from the Midwest, man. And my partner said, yeah, man, every time we in ringside or something, man, and we fight somebody out of it, fuck.
Yeah, definitely. It's a lot of it's a real rich boxing back then. I can't hear anything right now. Hold on. I can't hear anything right now.
You do something, D?
Okay, I can hear
We can't hear you. There you go.
Pull this thing out or something.
Yeah.
Y'all can hear me?
Yeah.
Sure.
Who's your trainer, bro? Who built you, man?
My dad. Another person who helped build me was Coach Keith Abdul Kawi. He just passed away. He trained my dad, and he trained over 40 national champions from St. Louis. So he just passed away after my second pro fight, but he a legend though, and from St. Louis. He had caught COVID while he was down here in camp with me, but he was already sick and some other stuff. But at least he got to see me turn pro from like a 5-year-old kid, And but my dad, Coach Keith, and Coach Dewey Cooper. I work with Coach Dewey Cooper too, from Las Vegas. I've been working with him since I was about 14. Whenever I go to Vegas, I go train with him. I was supposed to fight in July. I stayed at his house and trained for the fight. Everything for like a week or two. But my dad, he my coach. My dad. I work with Kenny Porter. I work with Coach Mustafa in Atlanta. But my dad, he my coach though.
How y'all end up in Dallas, bro? How y'all end up in Dallas?
We got a cousin out here that we used to come visit and stuff, and we liked it. But St. Louis not really a place where you want to grow up and raise a family. So Dallas, only 10 hours away, and it's center kind of like the country. So we ended up here, a good place. My mom found a job here. Like her job moved her here. Plus, it's just a good place to live. It's super good. I love Dallas.
You love Dallas? How old were you when you moved out here?
My dad, he moved here before us. I was probably like 10, 9, 10, something like that.
Okay.
Well, y'all been there then.
Yeah.
Y'all
Yeah,
been there.
definitely.
Oh, okay.
But we always go back to St. Louis. We always used to go back to St. Louis. Always. For like periods. Like me and my brother go back or something like that.
He ever bring y'all down here, bro? Y'all ever come to Houston to spar?
Yeah, I used to come there often, but now that I've been pro, I've kind of been sparring like privately. But I will come. I am planning on coming to spar again soon, though. Yeah, last time I came was like November last year or something. Yeah. I'm good working.
Yeah, man. Especially your weight, man.
Definitely. Yeah.
I don't know, man. That Dallas shit, they fighting out of Dallas too, though, man. You ever go around? You ever go by Derrick James and them or what?
Yeah, I worked with them. Hit the miss with coach. You know, they invited me to the gym, but they know exactly who I am. I know who they are. Me and Earl Spence, I've been knowing Earl Spence since I was about 13.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, from him coming around, talking. Earl Spence know who I am. Real familiar with everybody, you know. Being on the boxers, you ain't gonna meet him. And he like neighbors with my cousin. So yeah, I've been knowing Earl Spence.
What you think about that fight, man? Him and Pac-Man.
I want him to win, but
That didn't sound confident at all, man.
Pac-Man, that's a weird style for him. They both southpaws. It'd be harder. People be like, "Oh, you got the height advantage," but it really be harder whenever you fighting a guy that's so small. It's simpler to fight an orthodox, taller dude. You know, it's right there, but a small southpaw dude that got all these angles and speed, it's kind of harder to control him.
Awkward in every way.
Yeah,
I think it's a good I think it's a good fight for Spence. I want him to win too. I just think I think Pac-Man might pull this out. I think the greater story might be for him. And I'm kind of worried too. I seen a picture of Spence. Let me share it real quick. Have you seen him lately?
No. I think he in LA right now.
He look a little dehydrated. What do you think?
That's because he's a big ass boy. Man.
Yeah, and that's so going in there with Pac-Man and having the power that Pac-Man has. So we'll see. It's going to be a great fight. I know we talked.
Pac-Man ain't got no power, bro. I think. Talking about, man?
I think. I think he rocks the shit out of Spence in the sixth in the middle of the fight.
Yeah, man. Okay.
So we'll see.
Power.
What you think?
I think Earl Spence should just be able to pull it off, but Pacquiao. I don't think Pacquiao can dominate him though. He's not gonna let him dominate him. It'll probably be a tough win for him or a draw or something, but I don't think Pacquiao going to just dominate him because he faded in the Thurman fight. That's what a lot of people don't know when he start getting hit to the body, but we'll see. It's a tough fight though, 50-50 for me.
Far too much, man, for that little bitty dude, bro.
Yeah.
Far too much, man. This is the thing. Pac-Man was able to eclipse all that shit in his prime. I mean, we all know that. He was able to get by size and all that shit, man. 42, 43 years old. Good Lord. Boy, you suffering sinus like me, man. I'm over here struggling to breathe too.
Yeah, I got sick in Atlanta. Just got a little cold, but I'm recovering now. I feel great now that I'm back.
All bullshit aside, Fresh. What you think? You know Earl's gonna go to their body. You know he's gonna go to the body. He goes to the body against everybody. And so, I mean, unless you just feel Pac-Man, because the way he'll stop somebody, of course, is he hits you and you don't see it coming.
He's gonna catch him.
Right. But man, to not see Earl just keep his hands up and just come throwing fucking 2 shots, 3 shots at a time to the body, up to the body. Man, this is really I think this is what we got to give the Pac-Man the most props on. To me, is like, man, this motherfuckers, he don't give a shit, bro. He wants to fight the best, and that's what he's doing, man. That shit is crazy to me, bro. Because in your twilight, I mean, this would be a hell of a lesson. Maybe he don't believe he's as slipping as bad because I seen what Squirm saying, man. Thurman was getting him towards the end, and he walked into something, got the little knockdown, but Pac-Man faded after 6, bad, bro, bad in there with Thurman. So with a guy like Spence, man, chopping that body, he ain't gonna stop chopping that body. He's gonna hit that body from round 1 to as long as it lasts, man. So he's either gonna learn this fight, okay, I'm done, or pull out a miracle, like you saying. Pull out a miracle and just who the fuck he knocked out? Who's the last guy he knocked out, bro?
Well, he's been fucking fighting thoroughbreds. That motherfucker, just because he hasn't knocked anybody out doesn't mean he ain't got no power. And the reason I think Pac-Man is favorable in this fight is because the last fight with Mikey, Earl Spence dominated that fight against Mikey, but Mikey couldn't find an answer for it, and Earl was able to fucking keep him out. Mikey wasn't able to get inside and do any damage. I don't think he's going to be as successful as keeping Pac-Man away from him like he was against Mikey. I think Pac is just a lot faster, a lot stronger. He's more elusive. He's going to work that ring, and if he catches him, I think he's going to hurt him. Now, am I saying that Earl can't win? No, I love the fact that he took this fight because if it just feeds into his legacy. He's taking the big fights. When he took that Mikey fight, everyone thought that was a dangerous fight. Everyone thought that it was a 50-50 fight, and he dominated. Now he's fighting Pac-Man. He's not walking shying away from fights. He wants this fight against Terrence Crawford. And he's showing that he's willing to fight the tough fights. So it's
you think Pac-Man is stronger? You think Pac-Man is stronger and hits harder than Mikey Garcia?
I'm saying I didn't say that. I said he's faster and more elusive than Mikey for sure. Mikey was fighting on his back foot.
Always supposed to fight on your back foot.
Well, I'm saying Spence was walking him down the whole fight. He ain't gonna do that against Manny.
Well, I think we only seen Pacquiao go into cruise control once and not try to win. And that's what Mikey did. Decide not to get hurt. We seen Pac-Man do that too before. So I don't know, bro. He don't hit harder than he's more elusive and awkward than Mikey Garcia, surely. Yeah. And in the end, he got way more legacy, all that shit. But man, I don't see it 50-50 swearing at all, bro. I don't see it 50-50 at all. I see it as I can't even give Pacquiao a puncher's chance because he ain't a puncher to me. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. His awkwardness is just gonna have to get. You know what's gonna have to do? His awkwardness, and with the fact that Earl fights right-handed fighters most of the time, like he does. His awkwardness of being a southpaw is gonna have to give him a problem or something, man. Because I just, how the fuck do you outbox that dude? How is he gonna outbox him, man? Bro, Pacquiao like 5'5", bro. That's a little bitty guy, man. And size don't matter except when it matters. When it matters, and Spence is you been in there with Spence, bro? You been in there with Spence?
No, never. But I've been around him sparring and stuff like that.
What you think? Just guesstimating his power, as far as thudding power. I ain't even talking about one punch knockout power with him either. I'm just talking about just how he attacks that body and hits that heavy bag and shit. What would you say? He's a powerful puncher or not?
He's a strong dude. Yeah, definitely. I seen him and Charlo spar each other.
Yeah, and them Charlo boys is big, bro. They big boys and strong, man. So.
Strong. He's super strong. I seen him. Man, that dude's strong.
If Pacquiao figures out a way to upset this dude, bro, I agree with you. It adds to his legacy tremendously, man, at this age. And to be honest with you, it'll take away from Earl too. Like if Earl loses this guy, bro, it's not that he can't. Not that losing to Pac-Man is not is the end of your shit. No, of course not. But man, that changes shit up for me, bro.
Yeah,
big time. If you lose to this old guy, bro, it ain't supposed to happen, man. And I think I think Derrick James, bro, is too smart for that, man. So boxing wise, he's not gonna like. I don't. Do y'all see Derrick James saying, "All right, Earl, we gonna just walk through the Pac-Man. This is our game plan. We just gonna beat him up." I don't see that shit at all. I think he's gonna pull a Mikey, like you said. Like he didn't just try to go wreck Mikey. Even though he was saying Mikey is too little for him and all that shit, he didn't go in there trying to walk through Mikey. He fucking box, and made Mikey see you can't win, bro. And because after about the third round, Mikey was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna just not get knocked out." So I don't know, bro. I'm interested in this fight. I'm more interested in this fight than any Pacquiao fight probably before because of the stakes are so high for him, man.
So my conspiracy theory for Earl is this, and I have no basis for it. It's just my mind. I think that Earl that wreck affected him a lot more than it did, and he's trying to get every payday that he could, and his camp might be trying to not get him to fight, but he's trying to get paid before he gets exposed. Like I said, there's no basis for it. It's a complete fucking theory that I made up in my mind. I could be 1,000% wrong. I probably am. I'm 99% sure that I'm wrong, but it's fun to think about.
That's what confuses me. What confuses me is this. No, seriously. Like I was big time worried about that going into the Garcia fight, Danny Garcia. I was big, and to me, nobody was putting enough emphasis on the fact of that car wreck. But now that I seen Danny Garcia punching on him and it didn't fucking man, I ain't worried about that shit with Pacquiao, bro. Fuck no, man. This is a little bitty dude, bro. Unless now it should have affected him. I don't know how it did. It should have affected him. It should have shorted his career and all that shit. But look what he did with Danny Garcia, man. Danny Garcia hit him on the button a few times, bro, and made up his mind that fuck this. I'm just gonna not get knocked out. Hey, man, I'm seeing more people talk about the wreck now with Pac-Man than they were his initial fight after the car accident, which I was even more subject to think what you was saying, what you just not saying. Remember, I was saying, I was like, man, they just trying to fucking get some money or whatever because how can he be normal again? How can he be regular after that? And then he goes in there and shares like new money, man. So I don't know, bro. I don't know. That shit have affected him a lot more than what it did to me in his performance, but it didn't. Did he lose some rounds? Did he lose rounds against Danny Garcia?
No,
not at all. He dominated that from bell to bell.
It was boxing clean.
Yeah, man. How the fuck you do that? That dude was almost dead, bro. 6 months before that, man. Earl Spence is special, bro. Earl Spence is a special fucking guy, bro. And I'm not the biggest Earl Spence fan. I'm not. Y'all ain't been hearing me scream Earl Spence for the last 5 years. Matter of fact, he proves me wrong at every stop of the game. He proves me wrong. So now I'm not doubting this motherfucker. This fucking kid's crazy, bro. He don't give a shit. And I expect him to get in there with Pacquiao, bro, and whoop him. That's what I expect him to do, man. So we'll see. I know a lot of Pacquiao fans, bro. They think he got enough, man. I just don't see it, man. I just don't see it.
When is it?
I'll fully admit it if he gets in there and wins. October, huh?
Yeah.
Or is it closer? Square, when they fighting, you know? It's like a couple weeks, huh? Look how skinny he looked in that picture. So he's making weight and shit.
That worries me.
He always looks skinny like that, though, bro. He's a big dude, bro. He's a thick ass dude, bro. He ain't that tall, but he's a thick dude, man. He always looks gaunt like that, man. Let me ask y'all this: if Earl wins this fight, you think we gonna get that Bud fight or what?
Yeah.
That's what I meant earlier. Was it sets him up because you know that he could run with that and tell people, hey, I'm fighting the motherfuckers. What are you doing? I want to fight the best. So
Sam, who's the top dog 54 in your eyes, man?
I think Charlo just had an off night for real. I think because the people that he beat to get to this point, he still is. I think if Castano go, I don't think Castano actually on his level for real. I think he just had an off night. Like, and he just was too, like, he just made a few mistakes, like staying on the ropes too much, trying to or just rely on one punch knockout power and stuff like that. But I think he really way like light years ahead of Castano. I've been around Castano. I've seen him train in the gym. Charlo too. I think Charlo the top dog for real.
I thought
they get the
it
rematch
was
call?
a technical. I thought it was a technical error too. I thought he had an off night, and I thought that if they fight again, Jamel will get him because to me, it appeared to me he had the wrong sparring and everything. Like they got ready for the wrong type of fight because it was tactical errors to me that I was seeing. And that, again, that's why I hated that they took it from that kid because he might not if they run it back, he might not. You know what I'm saying? Might not even be competitive by the time Jamel gets ready for that style of fight. You know, so I'm with you on that. I thought not so much that Jamel had an off night as much as he just didn't get ready for that fight. They didn't see that fight coming. I don't think nobody seen Castano coming forward, and so Jamel was looking for a guy that was going to go away. Like it looked like to me, Jamel thought he was going to go forward the whole fight. And then when that didn't occur, now he's basically just reacting off of what he's giving him. So I think in a rematch, I'm with you. It'll be a completely different fight, which is even more heartbreaking of why you take the fight from the kid, man. Because now when they do it again, Jamel blasts him out of there or beats him up or whatever. It's like, fuck, you didn't get your credit the first time. Now what you gonna do, man?
Did they
error, bro?
Did they sign for a rematch yet or no?
Not that I know of. Jamel didn't seem initially. He didn't seem too high on fighting him again to me. But I knew once he go home and lick his wounds and be like, "Fuck that, we got to run that shit back." So hopefully they do, man. It'd probably be a quiet one too, like on the Fox Sports or some shit. He gonna come up there and beat him up, man. So we'll see. But I like him. I like the Castano kid. I didn't know much about him before that either, and I like what he did. He decided. That little motherfucker decided to be great that night. I'm gonna take you to this dude. Fuck it. Nothing from nothing leaves nothing. I'm coming forward. Let's see what happens.
That Pac-Man fight in 2 weeks, bro.
Yeah, man. I'm tripping. Yeah, man. Y'all get y'all heart broke, man. But it'll be all right, bro. Because he got his place in history and shit, man. Y'all, you know, he's gonna be all right, man. He'll ride off into the sunset and be the president or whatever.
Yeah, he's doing good things over there. Man, it's too bad we don't have a fucking fight set up for September. The fuck is going on? Well, Valdez is fighting in September, but Grand Champ
Who's he
over
fighting?
there.
Who's he fighting?
Who's he fighting? Shit, I just had it up. Some bruh. You know my English not that good. I can't even say that fucking name. Conchito?
I know who it is. I seen the flyer for it. Yeah, I didn't know Conchito? Who that was though.
He's a Brazilian dude. Conchita. I don't know what the fuck that is, bro. I could barely say Smith correctly. What was that word you were fucking with me the other day?
Relevant. Instead of relevant. Said, hey, you know what I'm saying? It's relevant. What? Relevant. And I'm a no-talking motherfucker, man.
So what's going on with fucking Canelo? How come he ain't fighting in September, man?
What you mean?
What I mean? The great September is known for
you don't know why he ain't fighting?
I mean, I know why why it happened. But why didn't it happen? Why can't we make a fight for him? It's 3 years in a row this motherfucker ain't fought in the Mexican Independence Day. We gotta wait till November.
November, I think they said. I would have thought they pulled in Bivol for the salvage that day, but I guess they couldn't come to agreement there either.
Reynosa said Triple G, Plant, and how do you say that guy's name that you just said?
Bivol.
Yeah, Bivol are possible opponents for November. So we'll see.
it's sad when a guy is a free agent and they still ain't getting the fights made. I don't know, man. You in this thing. You in this thing as a fighting man, bro. Sam, you say you've been fighting since 10 years old, huh?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let's just say tomorrow you wake up, you 15-0, right?
Mhm.
And Jamel, he's the top 54. He goes, man, I'm out of opponents, man. Come get this $10 million. You gonna say, I don't want that $10 million, man, because if I get sick, my promoter's gonna. You ain't gonna say none of that shit. None of that shit's gonna come out your mouth. You gonna say, send me the paperwork, and I'm gonna sign it, and I'm gonna meet you there for them $10 million. I don't. If I make this shit not as valuable to you, then you start thinking, well, is this valuable for my career long, for the future of my career? What takes that away from you and you and your pops and whoever your management and what takes that away is the purse. The purse is, okay, pops, we upset and we get another 10 million or 20 million down the road. We lose, we got $10 million, bro. Right? So and then I'm still a young man, I still fight. I don't understand how anything gets in the way of that other than I could understand because Al pays them boys so above what they earning, and Alpha fighters getting everything they can get. If you could get money on the back end, if you could get overpaid, all that shit. So how does your manager convince you to pass up 10 million? And let's be clear. The purse was 10 million, so he's gonna pay 40 of that to taxes. So he's gonna make let's say $5.5-6 million, right? How do you pass up $6 million? Like, how's that conversation go? Other than saying, look, son, you ain't never made a purse more than 700,000, but I made sure you made $1 million when I gave you this 300,000 on the back end or whatever, and I done did that 2 or 3 times. So fuck these 6 million. I'm gonna do it 3 more times and you'll be straight or whatever. How does that conversation go, bro? Like, as the fighter, you gotta say, Al, you and are you looking out for me or are we looking out for PBC? What are we looking out for? Like, if you my advisor, I'm not never gonna give me another scenario so y'all know where I'm coming from, because I may be missing an obvious nugget here.
Well, the only thing I could probably think of is like how you said 15-0. All right, so like remember when Erickson Lubin fought Charlo?
Yeah.
Some similar to that, even though I know he didn't get paid 10 million, but a young guy prospect trying to rush the money probably could potentially, if you let him develop, could probably get the money down the line anyways. But even though getting the money is great, but
but that's you saying that with no, I'm just 15, I'm a prospect. This guy's a world champion. Like, this is the decisions you make is what's gonna be for you and your family and shit. So I just don't see. Name me another scenario where Caleb Plant makes $6 million.
A champion, I think you should be ready to fight any of the top guys for big money. That's what you earn and work your whole career for.
How does he make $6 million in any other scenario? Against who? And we know it's 10 million. We know it was 10 million, but I'm saying after taxes. You think they're gonna pay him $10 million to fight Benavidez?
No, I think they could probably make that much, yeah.
Down the road or right now? I would like to know what Davis' highest purse is. Surely he's made $1 million before, right? Surely. Yeah. But man, when you start talking that 10 million, man, like how does that even? I just don't get it. And look, I'm trying to figure it out. And even though it doesn't sound like I'm really, managing Plant here. I'm saying, Plant, how do you make this kind of money, bro? Outside of this fight, you don't.
Maybe they're trying to stall for. Maybe they are trying to get more money, and they're trying to stall, and they think that Canelo's team will cave and give them what they want for a November fight.
They cave.
So they're rolling the dice.
They cave. Plant said he wanted 10 million, so they said okay. He wasn't offering them 10 million out the gate. They caved. They said, yeah, all right, let's go.
So they gave him the 10 million now, and he's still backing out.
Now he said they didn't back out. They said their argument is that
he wants everything.
Not that he wants everything, but that Canelo. I think the biggest argument I heard
rematch
was that that Canelo said, all right, we getting ready for this fight. I got to fight that Mexican that September 11th date. So if Plant falls sick or whatever, put somebody in his place so we can make this one. Now, I did see yesterday where it was a guy that we agree upon. Plant, PBC side won't just give you anybody. They got to agree upon the replacement. So it wasn't even like they just saying put a stiff in there. We still got to agree on a guy. I just don't see a scenario, man, where this kid makes this kind of money, man. How do you fucking pass that kind of money up, man? And what's your options? Canelo, you got a strap. Canelo got all the other straps. The straps matter to who? The buying public, right? And your fans. There's nowhere else to go. The other side of the street is fucking not the other side of the street. I know that's a catchphrase now, but your other option is Benavidez. I know you don't think you're gonna beat him, man. And you're gonna take that ass whoop for a lot less money, man. A lot less money, man. I don't get it. I don't get the thinking.
I agree with you 100%, but I think the same principle goes to the other side as well. I think both of them. I think, and maybe it might be neither of them. It just might be the business side. Make the fucking fight happen. Just make the fight happen. What else you got going on? You don't want to fight no one. Either one of them. Either one of them. At the end of the day, when people want to fight, they're gonna fight, right? And so what are they negotiating? Bullshit ass terms.
You could see
it's both sides.
You could see that if you in the Plant side, business wise, you gotta say, okay, we gambling on this fight, and so my future earnings with this kid may be done. My potential future earnings may be done. In other words, he won't be worth what he's worth right now after this fight. Maybe.
Right, if he loses,
then he could win, and now he's worth triple, right?
Right.
But so I could see that coming into play. But then again, the purse amount so much that you don't fucking that shouldn't come into play because his potential earn. That's what I'm trying to say. His potential earnings versus that check right there. That's his fucking potential earnings. You hitting it all in one swoop. And if he fucking wins, now you got a triple now. Now you don't even got a ceiling now because you done beat Canelo. You done knocked Canelo off. So I don't get the thinking, man. It's really.
But Canelo's leaving money on the table too. That's like me saying, I don't want to do. I'm not gonna. Someone reaches out to me and says, "Hey, I want you to do this event for us. It's for 1,000 people, and I'm gonna pay you to keep the number even, $10 a person." Well, all right. Well, that's $10,000. And then they call me back and they say, "Hey, well, listen, you know what? I had 100 people fall off. I had 200 people fall off. I can't do it no more. So we're going to do it. We do it for 800 people." Well, if I say no, I don't want to do it because we agreed to 1,000 people. Well, I'm still leaving money on the table as well. So now my whole September is I didn't make the money I was supposed to because I didn't do the event. So same thing with Canelo. It's not like Canelo's going to get paid regardless. He fights or not. He's got to fight to make money. Now, again, is Plant's team just playing business and negotiating?
That would make sense. That would make sense if you thought he needed Plant to get paid, bro. He don't need Plant to get paid.
Is he getting paid for September? He's not fighting.
No, his opponent didn't fucking agree. Didn't say.
Right, but the fight's not happening. That's what I'm saying. Regardless, the fight's not happening. So there's not a payday for him in September. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because this guy bullshitted all the way to the end of the fucking deal and said no.
Right. Like the situation that I said as well. I could say the same thing. Well, I'm not going to do the 1,000 people. You told me. I'm not going to do the 800 people. You told me 1,000, and then the last minute you're gonna switch it up on me and say 800. Nah, fuck it. Well, I'm not going to leave that fucking money on the table and just for 200 people or a couple hundred or a small or a speculation on the contract about, you know, a rematch clause or someone filling in. When is it? We're September. We're a month away. Make the fucking fight happen. Get the bag.
That'll make sense. That'll make sense if Caleb Plant had some fucking argument. you inconsequential, bro. I can make the fucking money with whoever, man. Actually, he can fucking feel like fuck you now. I never fight you. You done fucking fucked off my date. Fuck you now. You'll never make this $10 million.
Right.
Now it's over with. So
he'll go how much money? How much money you think he would have made on this fight?
I think the number was 30, right?
30 million,
something like that.
All right, so let's say 30 million. So for September, that 30 million's gone. Now he's gonna have to make
Even more reason why that dude fucked up, man.
So now he's gonna have to wait till November. Now, you know, that's gonna affect his whole holidays, right? Because you got Thanksgiving in December. So it just changes everything up. But we'll see. We'll see how it all turns out. We'll see who his opponent is in November. But that's the business side of it.
I thought that B-Ball fight would happen because, man, why wouldn't a light heavyweight fight him? That shit, I don't know, man. Somebody dropped the ball big time with that shit to miss the fucking date, man. Because you're supposed to have backup. I know guys right now. I know a guy right now. I ain't saying no name. Right now, who's waiting in the wings in case a show right now falls out. He's already for 2 different fights on the same card. If one of them fall out, boom, he steps in. He's agreed to that for a person. So the fact that they didn't have those type of things in place for Canelo could be the business people just saying, ain't no fucking way this kid's gonna pass up $10 million any fucking way. It don't matter what he's talking about. So we don't need a second. We don't need a backup. But so shit, they was wrong. They was wrong like a motherfucker.
What is it? Is incompetence like you said earlier?
Man, well, publicly, I ain't never heard the fact that I don't think Plant is no. I didn't think he would ever get in the ring with Canelo. So when they was agreeing to it, I was like, that shit don't make sense. But okay, let's go. And then in the end, he didn't get in the ring with Canelo. So that's my personal opinion. My business opinion says that shit don't make no sense. You're a fighting man, bro. What you doing, bro? So one or two things: incompetence, or he wasn't ever gonna fight him any fucking way. So that's what it is, man. Where you go at 6'8", bro? You a world champion. Where you go at 6'8", man? You had a fight with the guy with everything else at 6'8", man. And the fans who are Caleb Plant fans, I get how you got to explain to yourself why your guy didn't fight him. So you're making it about the late minute replay, bro. That's everything, bro. You think, man? Every fucking marquee fighter fucking has they get everything on their side and they give you the purse amount. That's what you get. That's how boxing works, man. That you don't pass that fucking money up. Period. You don't pass that fucking money up. And if you want to make it a fucking it's about he has standards and all that, get the fuck out of here, man. You're a prize fighter, bro. We fight for a prize, man. That's what you fighting for. The days of national tournaments and world rankings as an amateur, them shits is over with. Now you got to cash out, bro. And I'm just saying, for his sake, I hope he don't look back and be like, man,
you regret that shit. That's $10 fucking million. $10 million is $10 fucking million. That'll change the dynamic of everything.
Bro, when he got the title against you Skepta did, whatever his name is, the one that Davis fitting the fucking collapse. Bro, he was running like a chicken with his head cut off in the last 3 rounds of that fight after boxing that guy around, but then he started gassing too. Caleb Plant fights some fucking nobody or some bullshit ass mandatory and gets clipped and knocked out, he's gonna feel like the biggest fucking dummy on planet Earth.
Oh, man. I don't think he fucking even stood a chance against Canelo. So, I mean, it's not like it's you gotta take the man. So, how much do you think of losing De La Hoya has hurt Canelo? You think if De La Hoya was still managing him, he'd have these problems?
He left him because he has problems. That's why he left him.
I say that because I wanted to share this. Can you hear it? Y'all hear it?
Nah.
It's muted. Press unmute.
I've never faced the style
Can you
like
hear it now?
Belfort. It's a fucking monster.
Can you hear it?
We both understand what it's like to be warriors. I'm ready for war. Let's fucking fight.
No pain, no glory.
So I guess we are having a great Mexican fight on on September. But here's the thing. You know what? I like fucking De La Hoya's energy. I think if my homeboy was talking the other day, if he would have had this kind of energy versus Tito, it would have been a whole fucking totally different different outcome that night.
They fucking schooled Tito. What are you talking about?
At that last round, if he didn't fucking finish that fucking fight.
You talking about Tito Trinidad?
Yeah.
It wasn't even a fight. It wasn't even close.
Nah, I'm a Tito Trinidad fan, and I can say he did really win that fight. But
no, that's what I'm saying. To finish that last fight, that fucking 12th round where he took off.
Yeah, they ain't like that style though from him. They ain't like that he was moving and boxing like that, so they took it away. But,
that was the biggest robbery. That shit was embarrassing, man. That's so funny. Squirm, you a 7-time world, 7-time national champion, right?
Yes, sir.
Let me tell you something. Tomorrow, if Conor McGregor wanted to get in the boxing ring with you, and he said, "I'm gonna give Squirm $10 million," I'm your manager. We taking the fight.
Yeah,
and you're gonna embarrass that fucking dude. You're gonna embarrass that fucking dude.
Yeah, with no problem at all.
Listen. I'm a big boxer. That's all I know is boxing, right? But I'm not gonna sit here and pretend with everybody that these MMA guys got a chance. The same way we don't got a chance over there. So when they selling this bullshit, like when De La Hoya just said all that shit, he's an animal, he's a kid. De La Hoya, you in no fucking trouble unless you have a stroke in the fucking ring because you fucking mixed the dope with the heroin. You're not gonna you gonna embarrass this fucking guy.
Yeah.
That's that now. I'm not saying they shouldn't do it either, though. If people pay for it, you should do it, right? Motherfucking Chuck Wepner fought a bear and shit before. Yeah, I'm all for the spectacles, man. But that, bruh, MMA guys don't box. They come in trying to box people who are boxers. That shit is just what it is, man. Now, the fact that the MMA guys think they box, the fact that MMA fans think that MMA guys can box, that's just their misunderstanding of what boxing is. That's all.
Yeah.
So we shouldn't delight in the fact that they get in the ring with boxers and can't even win a fucking round. That's what's supposed to happen, right? It's like when the Globetrotters used to play. When I was a kid, the Globetrotters used to play the Washington Nationals. I don't know who the fucking the Washington Nationals was, but I don't think they was even a real team. But they supposed to get you there to get beat up, man. That's what you there for.
I don't know. We have I guess someone struck lightning in the bottle or caught lightning in the bottle because that boy John Jones beat the shit out of fucking Chavez.
Oh, Silva? That Silva guy?
Was it Silva or or was it John Jones? Was it Silva? I don't remember, but was it Silva who beat the shit out of fucking
Silva.
Oh man, that was embarrassing. That dude is Chop Junior has been a total fucking embarrassment.
Yeah, he's been a legend these past few years
on every fucking level.
So because the MMA guy in there beat up a mentally ill fucking junkie, now he beat up a boxer. Get the fuck out of here. Last time I seen Chavez Jr., he was in a dress with his hair dyed blind and shit, roller skating. What the fuck are you talking about, man? This shit is spectacles, man, and I'm all for the spectacle. I'm all for it. But when you put a guy of the caliber of De La Hoya, it don't matter if he's 50 years old. He's still the caliber of fighter he was, man. In there with a guy who don't know the difference between distance and range, man. It's gonna be fucking horrible. It's gonna be horrible what's gonna happen to that kid. But guess what? Those MMA guys are so fucking tough that they willing to take them ass whippings for that money. He's probably gonna make a purse high. He's probably gonna make $500,000 or some shit. He ain't probably never made $500,000 if you add up all his money ever. So fucking right, I'll fight De La Hoya and he can knock me out, and that's how they think of that shit, man. It is what it is, man. Old De La Hoya, man. I don't like that guy, bro. I used to love De La Hoya when I was younger, man, and the Golden Boy and all that shit, man. Who that guy turned out to be, man, or who he seems to have turned out to be, man. He turns me off, bro. Every time they put a fucking camera in his face, man. But all power to him, man. You making your comeback. I hope I hope you win and they give you a Canelo fight.
That's what I'm saying. He's setting up the Canelo fight. The way he talking.
Watch what happens with that one. Watch what happens with that one.
That's it. Crazy. 2022, September 11th next year. Battle of the two Mexican greats.
That'll be.
Well, Joshua's always also fighting in September too. Usyk. That's gonna be a good fight.
Yeah, he sold out. They sold out the whole stadium.
I think y'all think that's gonna be competitive.
Yeah. I'm telling you, Joshua, he had trouble with dudes that's smaller. Like a lot of times, people be thinking it'd be harder to fight the big dudes, but actually, when you fight a dude that's so small, it'd be kind of hard. Especially if you've been fighting a lot of big dudes lately, you know. But I think Joshua have trouble with dudes that's like a little like the short guys like Ruiz and stuff like that. But I think Joshua should be able to beat him though by knockout. It's
what
pretty
y'all got?
big.
So Joshua by knockout. What you got, Fred?
I don't know. It just depends how Joshua comes out fighting.
Yeah. Well, Usyk is southpaw.
It's a life fight. Yeah. I don't think Usyk's coming to lose.
No.
You what makes Joshua must see TV for boxing fans is his flaws, right? Like he's liable to get. I think every fight I've seen Joshua fight, he's been wobbled. He's done got clipped. He's done got hurt. But up until Ruiz, he was able to get himself out of it, right? Mm-hmm. So can Usyk hurt Joshua? Yeah, of course he can. I really think Usyk ain't no fucking heavyweight though, bro. Like to me, it showed when he fought was it Chisora he fought? Or did he fight Chisora, right? That last fight. Mm-hmm. And like Chisora's about 6'2", but he's a 250, 60-pound man. He was able to just bulldog. Now he couldn't box with Usyk. Once Usyk was able to get his boxing down, he pretty much ran away with the fight second half. But I think the problem with Usyk is gonna be like once the problem with Usyk is gonna be not sitting down on his punches because he's gonna be defensive. He's gonna be moving them feet and using them awkward angles that's liable to give Joshua problems until it don't give him no problems no more. But I'm leaning towards Joshua with that one too, man. And Joshua was really good for boxing outside of being an Englishman for us, for Americans. You know what I'm saying? That was always Lennox's biggest problem was it took forever for people to jump on Lennox because he was just an Englishman, man. And to Americans, it just don't sound right. You talking that tough shit just don't sound right, bro. But that's just it's not real life. It's just what we're not used to, man. But Joshua was an exciting fighter, man. And part of his part of him being exciting, I think, is because he's liable to get hurt, man. He's liable to get wobbled and got to fight his way back into the fight. I don't think nobody. I mean, there are people who think he's, I guess, a great boxer, but I don't think he's a great boxer. I think he's just a big, strong, tough kid. You got to say he's tough because otherwise he wouldn't fight his way back in the fights, man. But I think Usyk might be a little too undersized, bro, for the top heavies, man. But then it wouldn't shock me if he goes in there and wins either. I mean, shit.
Usyk doesn't have does he have any knockout power? He don't have any knockout.
At Cruiser, he was knocking. Cruiser, he was sleeping boys, man. I think he about square inside. He about 6'3", huh?
Yeah, about something like that. Yes, sir.
About
you 6'3"?
Yeah, yeah.
That's a big ass fucking junior
God
middleweight,
dang.
man. Yeah. That's you should have known that by the way he done said 3 different times, man. Sometimes fighting the small guys, yeah, they getting up under his big ass, man. Try to get his body and shit, man. You gotta fight them off of it.
Yeah, it'd be simple to fight dudes, not even like short, but like the super small guys. Like I fight dudes like 5'7". So I'm not saying that give me problems, but
it's just a different it's a different host of problems,
yeah,
right?
it's just more awkward fighting them. I'm gonna say that. Like it could be a simple orthodox southpaw, just a simple 1-2 fighter, but it could be a weird short dude moving. It's different. Yeah.
And Usyk might get up under. He might, he has that middle of the hips awkward Lomachenko style. He might get up under Joshua, man, and slide over there and give him some problems, bro. So you'll never know, man. But I'm leaning towards Josh in that fight.
Yeah.
It's gonna go the whole fight. Anyone get stopped?
Man, Joshua knocks people out, bro.
Joshua, he can hit. He'll probably knock him out, or
yeah,
you never know.
He knocks people out, bro.
But
that's a good fight. That's a good fight, man.
That actually is a good fight.
Yeah. Triple G, man. You still holding on to Triple G, huh, bro? You still holding on to that guy, huh? He ain't fought when's the last time he fought?
I think when he fought on the Friday before Canelo last fight.
1987?
Yeah, I missed it. I missed the fight. I missed it when he fought. They say he lost for real. I didn't see it though. I don't know if it's true. He fought a Russian, right? I
don't even know. I wasn't even paying attention to.
Yeah, I missed it. Somebody messaged me like, "Coach, you watching Triple G lose?" I was like, "Nah, man, I probably was playing fucking tic-tac-toe or something, man. I wasn't paying attention to that shit." That he's holding out, I guess, for some Canelo last super payday, but I mean, he got to be active, bro. He ain't no spring. How old is Triple G now? About 39 or something? 38?
Shit.
Yeah. 39. 39.
No, he's not. How old is that dude?
He's younger than that?
39. Yeah. Oh shit, he's fucking old.
Yeah, man. He really showed. It really showed up against Danny Jacobs. This was the first time I really just seen his age really show, and he was able to come back in that fight and get himself back in there. But waiting around for a payday, man, you got to still be some kind of active, man. I don't know, man. I know he got some loyal fans, man. So they gonna root for him, bro. They gonna root for him. Who else you got on deck, man? Fury and Wilder, bro. October, huh?
Yeah.
What's gonna happen in that one, Square?
Wilder.
He gonna get it?
Yeah, but that's one of them fights. You never know what might happen. But I want Wilder to win. He seemed pretty down.
He seemed what?
I want him to win. He seemed pretty down after that loss, But seemed like he's been working on his boxing, even though it still look kind of, weird and stuff like that. But I think he should be able to knock Fury out. But Fury is a top of the line fighter. He might do the same thing again.
Yeah,
he's been doing a lot of believing and receiving and manifesting and.
I want Wilder to try. That's all, and I think he will. He ain't gonna not try. He's gonna try to land a big old punch. He's gonna be punchy. We'll see.
I was thinking about that that whole believing and receiving stuff the other day, and man, I don't remember what scripture it was. It was in one of the I think it was Mark or something. But there's a scripture that says, if you believe with all your heart and ask, you'll be received. All that manifestation stuff, all that speaking into existence, all that energy, all that is, and I know it's a little off topic, but all that is twisted scripture. That's all that is. They took the scripture and they removed God from it and made themselves God and said, well, I'm going to ask for it, or I'm going to speak it into existence and I'm going to receive it. But it was never intended to be that way. It was you seek God and you ask God, and if it's in His will, then you receive it. And I think that's what happened with a lot of that. What is that? The law of the attraction. That's all that is. Is the law of the attraction is just removing God from the equation and making yourself your own God. Because if you go back to the scripture, it's what's in the Bible.
I think people really trying to, because there's a lot of people who are not really religious and they speak to the universe. So a lot of people say, what you say, be careful what you say. It goes out into the universe.
Right.
My mom, she really like believes in all. Like we are Christians, but she believes like she's deep into like the universe and manifestation and all that. Like attract what you want to the universe, like the type of people and different stuff like that, manifestation. But I think a lot of people not really trying to like call themselves God, but like speak it into existence, but
Man, boxing is such a science, man. To me,
yeah.
like I'm all for positive thinking. That's you should think positive, bro. But if you don't fucking do the work, man, you're gonna get knocked the fuck out, man.
And enough manifestation.
I could believe I'm gonna hit this baseball out the park. But if I ain't train my hand-eye coordination, bro, and get my swing down packed, man, I ain't gonna. Now I'm just hoping. I'm hoping I hit this motherfucker. I'm gonna strike out every time. I might hit one every 100 balls. I might hit one of them motherfuckers, man. But that shit, that's dangerous, man. It's dangerous if that's your basis of what you're doing. In other words, you should think positive. You should think, all right. Yeah, we know that by just we all had negative motherfuckers around us, and they exhausting. Like, God damn, bro, every time this motherfucker comes around, he's this, that, and other. God damn, bro, go away. You that shit dry. So
janky.
Yeah, jank ass. So I'm for the positive thinking, but this shit here is a skill, man. This shit here, you can think positive all you want, bro. And if this guy knows how to fight and you don't, you gonna learn quick what happens with that shit, man. So I don't get off into that. I think folk ought to think positive, man. But why you thinking positive? Be in the gymnasium, sparring and
working
and learning how to punch and fight, man. That's where I stop with that shit, man. But yeah, so I think that's you got your one coming up in
you got one coming every month. Shit.
August.
September?
Yep, September. And then November, probably December. But then we're gonna come back next spring. We're gonna take a few months off to work, build my fan base up and do some other good stuff like work like on transitioning really into a real pro style,
Are you being managed, Sam? You got a deal yet, or what? Or is you and your pops right now? What y'all doing?
Yeah, I was signed to a big promotional company, but it's me, my pops, and another guy managing me right now, doing a good job. The guy, I ain't gonna say his name or anything, but he deal with a lot of big people, and I got some big stuff coming up. Like, got some big celebrities and stuff that you gonna be seeing me with. Coming to my fights and stuff like that. So yeah, but
that can't be the importance of that can't be stated enough, man. That we need the fighters to fight and train and be ready, but somebody needs to be behind them, marketing them as somebody to even watch. You know what I'm saying? Why do I need every once in a while you get the tour guiders and shit that somebody just says it don't matter if he's fighting. His fight sell itself, win, lose, or draw, right?
Yeah.
But for the most part, especially like even skilled boxers, skilled fighters got to be marketed, man. You got to give people a reason to tune in. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what this kid is. Oh, okay, I like him. Let me file him now. So that's imperative, man. In this professional game, bro, is becoming a commodity. You know what I'm saying? People don't like to say what it is, but it is. You're a commodity, bro. You're selling yourself to the world, and if people don't even know about you, they ain't gonna buy it. You know what I'm saying? Let alone, you'll get organic people just from being active, but you need people behind you pushing, man. That's I'm glad you got that, man.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
keep you active, bro. Keep you
Sir.
active, man. They don't see you, they can't root for you, they don't see you. So a fight is just a fight, but in between fights, motherfuckers need to see you. What you doing? You know what I'm
Become a
saying?
household name.
I think that young kid down here in Brownsville, they was doing a great job of that Omar, man. Like keeping them involved with the community and all that shit, man. Because in between fights, you need to be seen. You know what you're doing outside the ring and shit. You know what I'm saying? And whatever way they promote it, man. So I think a lot of kids miss the boat on that shit, man. You got to become a product that ain't nobody gonna buy it if they don't even see the product. You know what I'm saying? I got to see what's out there, bro. So that's good. That's real good, man.
Thank you.
154
Thank
pounds, bro.
you.
Everybody can fight, man. Y'all faster than middleweights and punch like middleweights. So it's a glamour division to me as a boxing insider. I love it, man. I love
Yeah, definitely.
154 pounds, bro. Motherfuckers fast and punch hard, man. Let's do it. And Dallas, shit, you can't, man. You should be. Dallas is popping. Texas boxing been popping for years now. So
Yeah,
you
it's
in
a
the
lot
right
of good
spot, man.
sparring here. A lot of good sparring. A lot of boxing gyms.
Give me your top 5 pound for pound fighters, man.
All right. Top 5. And no, I ain't gonna put nobody in order.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
All
Don't
right.
matter.
Dang, this top 5. All right, I know I gotta put Terrence Crawford on there because all the weight class he dominated. Earl Spence got 2 belts. Canelo, of course. I'm not even a Canelo fan at all, but I can't. If he earned his way there, I can't lie. Tiafimo will probably be at the bottom just because he was so young and took that big, like how
Pressure,
you
man.
said, if they
Pressure.
said came and offered me 10 million to fight Charlo for 15 tomorrow. He did that, came out successful. So, and then I got to put Lil Charlo on there too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, because it really not just can't judge him off his last performance, but like all the guys he beat to get every belt. You know, he been beating dudes, even like not even the big name, but like dudes like Bronis, Monte Rosa, stuff like that. Like he been beating good dudes for a long time, so I'll have to put him on there.
I put Jamel in my top 10 pound for pound. Like the last once he got by Banana, I was like, man, y'all, why the fuck they ain't putting this guy in this pound for pound spot, man? He's beating more of the guys in his division with names than anybody.
Yeah,
And then so 2 fights before this draw, I had him up there. I think this draw done stung him a little bit, but he probably still number 10 for me or whatever. But I thought people was underappreciating what he did. And guys, I like to see what kids do after they lose, bro. Like if you lose and then you come back to the table and clean that shit up like you did with Tony, I'm like, man, this guy's a real fighter, man. I think he was being underappreciated, bro. So I'm with you, man. I ain't got him in 5, but I got him in my top 10 too, where most people wasn't even putting him in their pound for pound, bro. He wasn't even in it. And I'm like, damn, this dude don't beat all these guys, bro. Ain't nobody saying shit about him. What about you? So that's your top 5. Who's your top 3 54 pounders in the division, man? Any order, don't matter.
Of course, I ain't gonna be up there yet. I'm too young and stuff, but
you got to believe and receive.
I already been in the ring with some of the top ones like Tony Harrison, the dude. The dude who he just had a draw with. I sparred him too.
Yeah,
Sparred a lot of good dudes. Sergey. I can't think his last name. He was 19-0 with 19 knockouts, but he just lost to Brendan Adams in Puerto Rico like a few months ago. I've been in the ring with some good dudes, but it's levels to boxing, and I'm still developing into a pro.
Right.
And the man, but my top 3, I'm gonna throw Castano in there because he did the last fight, but Charlo, Castano, and man, the belt's been getting passed around so much I can't even. Man, who else? I probably had to put Erickson Lubin.
I'm about to say Lubin.
Because he been on his way back. He been looking good.
Lubin is coming off a win, yeah. So
Yeah.
and he stopped Banana. So you
Yeah.
probably gotta bump him up. And J-Rock ain't did nothing since losing the Banana. And Tony, I didn't watch Tony. I'm a Tony Harrison fan, bro, and I didn't see that last fight that they called a draw or something. Did y'all watch it?
Yeah, I watched it.
How did he look?
It looked a little rusty.
He looked tired.
Yeah, it was a little ring rust.
I missed it. How was it sparring him, bro?
Oh, it was great. It was a great experience. He got a lot of skills.
Yeah, I'm a fan, man. I'm a fan of that guy. I never met him, but I'm a fan.
He a cool dude too. He a good dude.
Well, shit, man. We gonna be keeping an eye on you, bro, and pushing anything you post about your fights, man. We gonna share it, man, and hopefully you come back through, man, after the fight. Tell us how you kick their ass, man.
Yeah, definitely, man. Thanks for having me too.
Yeah, hopefully, man, when you get down there, I got somebody to spar with you, man. Bro. Come on down to Houston, man. Spar with my kid, bro. He got 8 fights right now as a pro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. He done sparred them all too, man. So it'll be good work.
Yeah.
Anytime y'all get to Houston, man, just DM me, bro, so we can plug up.
Okay. Definitely.
But it's every, bro. Jay Prince got fighters for you. Maine got fighters for you. Like I said, I got my guys over here. We got work, bro. So if you ever get down to Houston the next time, man, just hit me up so we can link up, bro.
Yes,
I'm rooting for you, bro.
Thank you.
Absolutely, man. Fresh, what you got?
That's it. That's a wrap, man. We appreciate it. Everyone tuning in, and we'll catch y'all next week.
I wanted to say too, man. We were supposed to have Sam on here a while ago, bro. And some kind of way I fucked it up. I don't know what happened, man. But I told him, I said, "Say, bro, I fucked that up, man. Let me get you on here." And he was like, "Man, I appreciate it, bro." So I appreciate you coming on through, man.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. I was gonna get you, bro. I just didn't. I don't remember what happened, but I know I dropped the ball some kind of way, man. But I appreciate you, bro.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, that's a wrap, man. We'll catch y'all next week.
All right, my man. Go on.
All right.